Hi, I'm Josh, and today I'm going to be showing off my Coleman CT200u Minibike. There it is, a fine piece of American machinery made by the fine American company Coleman, producers of fine American lanterns and coolers, which we also use. Assembled from American parts by hard-working Americans at the, let's see here, the Sean Quing Huan Song Science and Technology Industrial Limited Co. A2 Coleman. So my girlfriend got me for this bike for my birthday about 2 summers ago, and I've done a little bit of work on it and replaced some stuff and upgraded some shit, and I'm probably gonna make future videos about it where I continue to upgrade it and put more shit on it, but for right now I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I've already done. These generally go for about 500 bucks, so that you can get them for a little bit cheaper, a little bit more expensive, depending on where you got them. This one came from Home Depot, you know, just in case you wanted to wait till your girlfriend got her tax return to beg for one. These are pretty fun right out of the box. They got a little 196cc motor they come with. It's a Honda clone. They go about 25 miles per hour with the governor in them, but that's lame, and we can do better than that. The first thing I did was replace the factory motor with a Predator 212. You can get these at Harbor Freight for under 150 bucks. They're pretty much identical to the stock motor that comes with it. They're just cheap and easier to upgrade. All the parts are interchangeable. Both engines are basically a clone of the Honda GX series, if you've ever messed with those. But who's got that kind of money? So we're getting a $150 one from Harbor Freight and fucking it up. If I'm being honest, the main reason I swapped out to the Predator was this right here, the gas cap. On the original Honda clone Hyson engine that comes with them, the gas cap is vented and it just spills gas everywhere, and I fucking hated that. Anytime you go around a curve, you're wearing some gas. On the Predators, they vent the tank instead of the gas cap, so the gas all stays in the tank. I mean, you could put a little filter or something over the end of that, and you probably should, but yeah, we're lazy. Now, the factory engine, the Predator 212 and the Honda GX series engines are all pretty much the same engine, although a few things are different. When you upgrade to a Predator, you're going to want to just remember that the shaft is going to end up being 3/4 instead of 5/8, and you're going to have to order a different clutch. This clutch right here is a go-kart clutch I've got on it. Chain needs oiled, but it's going to have to be jerked off and cleaned soon. I'll probably make a separate video of that, of maintaining the clutch. But yeah, just remember 3/4 instead of 5/8 if you're going to use this engine. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do to this Predator engine after you get the new clutch on it is open up your crankcase and take the governor out. It's a little butterfly gear in there that keeps them from going over, I think, 2,500 RPMs. But this is American. You don't get to tell me what to do. So if you rip the governor out of it, which I could make a whole separate video on that, but it's a giant pain in the ass, you can get up, I think it's up to 5,000 RPMs. I think you almost double your RPMs, which is rough on the engine, but you know, they're 150 bucks from Harbor Freight. Quit being a pussy. Now, after you've removed the governor, you're gonna have to invest in some aluminum racing parts, because the cast iron rod and flywheel that comes standard in these, that's gonna turn into a grenade going down the road at those RPMs. They were designed to run at 2,500, and that's what they're built for. So get you a good aluminum flywheel and rod for the inside. I'm not going to open up the crankcase and show the aluminum rod, but I've got an aluminum billet rod in there, and you can see the aluminum billet flywheel I've got on the outside. Much safer running at those massive RPMs. You do not want a giant grenade under your balls while you're going down the road. You know, I can make a whole separate video about putting the aluminum rod and flywheel in this thing, but I'll sum it up real quick. Don't try to get that flywheel off with a hammer and a pry bar. Spend 30 bucks on a flywheel puller like a civilized human being. As far as other upgrades I've done on it, I've just sort of done the stage 1 standard upgrades that everybody does. New intake, which you got to get this little switch to cover your choke handle, otherwise it'll fly off. Header, rejetted the carb to his 0.038, I think. Might have to check on that. If you're gonna upgrade the intake on these Predator engines, you're gonna have to get a small filter and stick on the end of that little hose that goes into your crankcase there. Otherwise, you're going to end up with dust in the engine, and that's not good. But yeah, that's pretty much what we've done to it so far. We're going to make some future videos on current upgrades. I'm going to put a thumb throttle on it, a headlight. I've got a rear rack for it I'll probably put on at some point. And we'll see you then.